Hello, hello. I'm going to explain to you the next part for this précis that we've been working on. So as you know, a précis is a short summary, so it's concise summary. And the first part one, that we worked on the past 2 weeks is what is the overall main idea of the text. You list the author, you list the genre of the text, the title, a rhetorically active verb, and then what the whole thing is about. In part 2, you break up the text into parts and explain what each section is about. Now we're going to be moving to Precis parts 3 and 4. Part 3, which is really the last part of this paragraph that you're writing, is the purpose of the text. And so when we're looking at purpose, we ask ourselves, what do you think the author hoped the intended audience would think, feel, and do? So for example, let's say I am going to be writing a purpose sentence for one of the articles that I've read. So I'm going to fill this out with you. So first thing, I look to see who the author is. So Associated Press wrote we know it's an article. And then I'm going to write the title of the text in quotes. And my title is The Electoral College Explained. Notice I'm capitalizing the major words and I am putting quotations around all that. In order to, and then look, here it says arrive from part C. So I will look in this column here that says C, and I'm going to read, I'm going to decide what I think the author is really trying to do. And here, I'm going to go with explain. That. And then I'm going to state what I believe. Now, the purpose is very different than the main idea, right? When we ask ourselves, what is the Black Panther about? It's very different than what the purpose of Black Panther is. So you can do that with any movie or show that you like. You would ask yourself, what is it about? And why do I think they created it? What do they want the audience to think, feel, or do? And that way, when you transfer that over to articles that you read, it'll be easy. So you ask yourself, what does this author want me to know? What is the main idea about the article? And then when I ask myself, what is the purpose of it? What are they hoping the audience thinks, feels, or does with that information? Now, the last part, which is part 4, is the works cited. Some of you may have already done this if you have English, so you can skip ahead because you're a pro probably at this. If you haven't and never have done a works cited, then please follow along. So here you are going to write, again, the name of the article, the author, okay? And then I'm going to write the title of the, so notice it says Associated Press, period, okay? And then I'm going to write the title of the text, which I'm going to just copy and paste in here, Control C and Control V. So these dots here are periods. In a works cited, it shows us where that information comes from. Where did I get this information? So I'm going to tell my readers where it came from. I separate each unit by a period because each unit is its own thing. So website, where was this published? Well, it was published in Achieve 3000. So I'm going to go back unless it says something different. I'm just going to double check. Nope. So I'm going to write Achieve 3000. And notice how it says in italics. So if I do Control I can do that immediately. Or I can always press that I after I highlight it. So the date the article was published, I'm going to go back here, and it looks like it is October 16th, 2020. Yep, October 16, 2020. So I'm going to go back, and it's funny because you have to do the date a little bit different here. You have to do the day first. So it was 16, the month abbreviated. So it says month abbreviated 2020. And there's a period there. And then the website URL, which is not the entire URL because they have to log into that. But I'm going to do just achieve, whoops, I can spell it right, achieve3000.com. And that's it. So if you were to type it in a paragraph, this is kind of what it would look like right here. And you have just finished parts 3 and 4 of your Precis. So please do this on one of the articles that you have read. You could do it from continuing from what you did for part 1 and part 2, or you could pick a new article. All right, good luck.